Break, any station come in.
Yung breaker po, go ahead. 11 call sign, sir.
Thank you, sir. This is 4H1 EMQ po. This is EMQ from Amadeo Station, over.
Roger that. Acknowledge. This is Alpha Lima, Cavite Station on the mobile.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can you give me update lang sa location mo, weather, and working condition mo?
Roger that. Acknowledge. So now, ako po ay on mobile, stationary mobile here in Cavite City Public Market. And then, sa ngayon, sobrang init po ng ating weather condition ngayon dito. Napakataas ng humidity level. And working condition ko po is Motorola GM300 with power output of 45 watts. And then, super gainer antenna, over.
Magandang hapon po muli mga ka-Try Nation. Welcome po sa ating show ng Try to Contact. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, si BB1. Ayan, so kamusta na po kayo mga madlang people? Kayo po ba ay nasa mabuting kalagayan? Ayan, nakita nyo naman po ang ating get-up ngayon. Ano? Medyo maginaw po kasi ngayon dito sa Tagaytay. Kaya medyo ano ba tawag dito sa damit na to, anak? Vest. Naka-vest ako. Ayan, ano. So medyo malamig. For some reason po kasi tumaas yung temperature nung aircon. Kaya medyo malamig. Pero kidding aside po, alam niyo po ba kagabi, dito po sa may bandang Silang Cavite, ay makapal po ang fog. Ano? Talaga namang ramdam na ramdam po natin yung tinatawag na hanging amihan. Ano? Ayan, kaya naman po doon po sa mga gustong pumunta ng Tagaytay, samantalahin nyo na po yung lamig dito. Kaya lang, siyempre, yung doble, triple, quadruple o ano pa mang yung pag-iingat, dahilan nga po doon sa ating pandemic pa rin naman tayo ngayon. Ano? So mag-iingat-ingat po tayo, parati po tayong mag-wear ng mask at saka yung ating face shield. Ano? Ayan po. So weather condition po dito sa aking station ngayon, maaraw po ngayon at medyo makulimlim kanina. Ano, pero ngayon medyo maaraw na po siya, no? Ayan. So ngayon pong araw na ito ay meron po tayong tinatawag na mga feature radio ano ba tawag doon? User ba tawag? Ano? Ayan. So meron po tayong mga interviewin po mamaya. Ayan. Na isang couple, ano. And then si Sir James po ay mamaya ay pag-uusapan din natin yung tungkol doon sa ano ba yung pag-uusapan natin? Ayun. Lost track daw. Ayun. Pero yan po. Mamaya pa pag-uusapan po natin yan, ano. Ayan. So update lang po kayo, update lang po namin kayo doon sa aming ginagawang repeater, ano. Ayan. So anytime soon po ay maikakabit na po yung repeater dahilan sa naayos na po yung lahat ng ating mga licenses at meron po tayong gagawing featured presentation para po diyan sa ating repeater. And then kung hindi niyo po natatanong, kahapon po o itong dumating na linggong ito, nagkaroon po kami ng field testing, ano. Yan, so umikot-ikot po kami dito sa kalakhang bahagi ng Central Luzon para ma-check po natin yung propagation, sabi nga nila. Yan, so English po yan, ha. I-research na lang po kung anong ibig sabihin ng propagation. Yan, o, ibig sabihin po yan yung point-to-point na pag-contact po natin, ano. Ayan, at nakakatuwa po, ano, kasi nabusog po kami. Ano, maraming salamat po dun sa mga nagpakain. Napakasarap nung sisig dyan sa ano na nga yung kinainan natin dyan sa Angeles. Aro, Diyos ko, kasarapan niya. Ano? So talaga namang na-miss ko yung sisig na yan at natikman na naman po natin, ano. And then salamat din po muli dun sa bumubuo ng team, ano. Kasama po natin dyan si Alpha Lima, si Alpha Romeo, si General Caholo, kasama din po natin. At ganoon din po naman po si Sir EMQ. At kasama rin po natin yan si DJM, ano, si Direk. At meron po kaming surprise sa inyong operator, ano. Isa po siya sa mga, paano ba nating sasabihin? Isa po siya sa matitikas, sabi nga, o mga guwapings ng Tri-PH Media. At alam ko, familiar po kayo sa kanya. Na-introduce po namin sa inyo siya later, mga next few episodes po, ano. Yan. Bago tayo mag-ending ng December. Ayun. And then, yan po yung mga aabangan ninyo, no? At ganun din po naman, ano pa bang mga gagawin natin, ano? Ayan. Sandali lang po medyo, yun. Yun. So, I think nandito na po yung ating couple ano, na naimbitahan po natin. At susubukan po natin silang interviewin doon sa ating featured radio user. Yun ba yung tawag doon? Sandali baka magkamali ako, mapalo ako eh. Ano ba yung tawag ni Sir, ano doon? Ayun, featured radio operator. Yan. So sila po ay couple. Ang ibig sabihin po yung sila po ay mag-asawa. Ayan. They are from Mandaluyong, ano. Hindi po sa loob sa labas po sila, ano. Ayun. And then suddenly, ayun. Mamaya po 'yan, ano? Mamaya. Relax lang po tayo, mamaya pa. Ano? Dahil nandito na po si Sir James at syempre, gusto po natin kagad marinig yung boses ni Sir James, ano? So, alam niyo naman po yung SOP, kapag nandiyan po si Sir James, kailangan po natin yung tissue, ano? Nosebleed na naman po tayo ngayon. Ano? So, I think Sir James is already on the house. So, Sir James, good afternoon and please come in.
Hey there. How you doing there, Joey?
We're doing awesome, my dear brother. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay here. Just a quick check-in.
Yes.
Got a lot going on, so at least I'll just drop by here and maybe just touch on a few things that we discussed last week on the review.
Yes.
We had just a few extra requests here on some adjustments on what if, because last week we had discussed the cable loss, and we looked at the cable loss calculator.
Yes.
And actually we did what I would consider a realistic scenario with that. But I just wanted to also just look at one or two other scenarios here, and you can persons can do what they want with this information here. Hopefully, when we look into this again. So, without further ado, I'm just going to dive right in here and just
take it away, sir.
Just touch on what we did last week. And let's see if I can do a share screen here. Just bear with me. As you know, many persons are tech savvy on some things. That's not me. Okay.
Same here.
So here we go. I think we have it. Share audio. And there we go. Let's see. Let's pray for the best here. So,
yeah, I think you got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, very good.
There we go.
So, last week here, we did a loss with the typical coax that we would use, RG8 here, and we did 50 feet. And of course, naturally, if my math is correct, am I right, Joey? 50 feet is about 15 meters, because you guys are more familiar here with meters than that. I think it's 50 something like divided by 3.28 here. Yeah, something like that. 15 meters. I think that's the calculation. So, and then 100 feet being 30 meters approximately. But some were just curious about, let's see if we have, even with a perfect SWR, which is rare. I did 1.5 to 1, but 1 to 1, a perfect antenna, perfect conditions, what the loss would be And we're just do a quickie here, RG 58 and 50 feet. And we're looking at, let's say 7.1 megahertz. And we're do a loss here, as you see, 11 watts. That's acceptable. Generally speaking, when companies give you specs on the cable, it's based on 100 feet normally. So as per loss. So we're looking at that. So over 100 feet, we're down to 80 watts, as you see here. And then let's go to the end of the HF band. Same thing, over 100 feet, or let's say 30 meters, 63.3 watts, still acceptable. And let's see what RG8 does. RG8X. It's still a thinner cable. It's a low, for those who don't know, 8X is a little thicker than RG58. We'll just do 100 feet since we did 50 feet last week, 100 watts. Again, the losses are lower, 68.4 here. And now let's just take that. Actually, I'm just curious. RG8, a nice thick cable. We'll calculate that over 100 feet, just in case your antenna is quite a distance away from the house. And you see the difference here, that jump up, Joey, 85.5. So that is pretty good. We'll go to VHF at 145. And again, we did 50 feet. Let's just do 100 feet. We already know that it's a big loss at RG using this cable here. And we'll cut that in half. Let's say 50 watts realistically. Let's see where we got. You see that right there? Over 100 feet, 15 watts out. How about that? Mm-hmm. And let's just jump up to RG8.
RG8X?
That's RG. I skipped RG8X, but we can go back. 35 is almost double. Let's go to RG8, 100 feet. That's 20 watts out. Or so RG8X gives you a little bit more. If you have to go with thinner cable, for sure, for VHF, forget about RG58. Go with the RGX. If you have to go with a thin cable, or at the very least LMR 240. Is my recommendation. Some other hands might have some other recommendations for thin cable that looks like RG58. And of course, if you go to a nice thick, again, I want to do RG8, thick 35. Again, that's respectable. Now, some were curious, because there's a few that like to operate in the VHF band here. I think that's around 434, something, let's say 434, 433 megahertz here is common. Also, here in the Philippines, 50 watts. And VHF at, I'm not even going to bother. Actually, I'm just curious. It's been a while. I'm just curious what RG858 would do with 100 feet.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Wow. Look at that. Ooh. 50 watts in. This is a perfect SWR and 6.6 watts out. What a loss there.
Wow. Yeah.
That's incredible. And
80% lost.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
Yep.
So total loss and 8 dB on the loss. And then we're looking at, and I'm just going to jump up to RG8 at 7. It doesn't do much better. and a real thick cable when you're at that frequency. Now there we go. Now we're talking something. 26.28 watts. LMR again is a little pricey, around the same thickness of RG8X. Let's see what that does. And that's just a watt or two more. But again, we're talking 100 feet. The best thing here, the point is when you're talking VHF, UHF, the shortest possible cable here. And I can just, for our persons who like meters, 15 meters, 50 feet is the best. And this is at UHF. So you see, let's do, not everyone can afford that. So we'll just go back to RG8. So 36 watts, again, still respectable here. And let's just do maybe your average mobile. See, when you get in the mobile, maybe you're talking about 10 feet at best, 5 to 10 feet, a very short. So you're not, and usually the cable is considerably smaller. You're not doing a thick cable when you're in your car and your vehicle. So you see, with just 10 feet, or oops, I want 8x.
Yeah.
You see how it's not a significant loss here for short runs for mobile. And realistically, let's go with 2 meter, the more popular band here. So short runs are not here, but when we get into base station, then you're talking critical. So this would be your typical mobile scenario, roughly. Even if I just go to 15 feet, 50 watts, or something like that. And just play around with this. You can just have fun with this all the time. You're not talking anything critical. And even I've seen some with RG58. Again, not recommended, but let's just throw it in. And look at that. Even with RG58, you're not, for short runs here, 15, you're not talking a critical loss. So this here is the only time you can get away with using this cable, is when very short runs, or again, a typical mobile car, truck, whatever situation, out to that. And so I just wanted to highlight that right there. Again, so this is still marginal for short runs, but for longer runs, negative. For that, which is again base station, then you're talking a significant loss, as you see, 50 feet versus that. And that's it. I just wanted to again bring that to person's attention, that some of the cables, combo / antennas that you order would be again, for VHF would actually be RG58, surprisingly, but nonetheless, again, for shorter runs, marginal, you can get away with that. Again, if you're going to order something with a mobile antenna with cable, maybe if you can find RG8X for our mobile guys, that would be much better for that. And that's it. Okay. So, and of course, any questions or concerns or
violent reaction?
Yes, I was looking. Objections, blah blah blah. Just give us a holler here.
Yes,
we hope not for the latter, not for no reactions. We hope for all positive. But any inquiries, just drop us a mail, a message, whatever the case may be, and that's it. So
Yeah.
thanks again, Joey, and everyone for having me, and we look forward to. I have to have business to take care of here, so we won't be in for next Saturday, but perhaps the Saturday
Yes.
after next. So
You're gonna be on a break. So
yeah.
again, thank you so much, Sir James ZQZ. And you wanna say thanks to someone else or shout out?
Just again, the whole our team, try to contact team. Again, we appreciate all that everyone has done in getting this going and maintaining this show. Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much again, Sir ZQC. It is again a privilege and an honor for you to be here. I know you're how busy you are, but you have time for our Tri Nation to share this wonderful insight again in cable management, calculators and everything. But again, it's a good thing also that you should have an SWR meter. So when you tune, it's gonna be in tune. And when your radio, your cables, and everything is in tune, so the loss will be smaller than what we did in the calculator. So yes. So again, thank you, Sir ZQC. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Joey, just that point you made a good point there about the SWR.
Yeah.
Quite a few sometimes exclude that, but even if you don't have that in your line on a regular basis, every once in a while, stick the SWR meter in, and of course that'll give you an overall view of what's going on. Because sometimes it's happened to me, is that I pop on and SWR is way off, so I know something opened up or shorted, one or the other. Open. You hope for the first one. So that's a good point. And that's it. Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
I got to run out, so okay. All right.
All right. Okay, yan po si Sir ZQZ. And again, thank you so much, Sir James ZQC, for your insight again in this calculator thing, And isn't it exciting that we'll learn a lot today, Pwede na po bang mag-Tagalog? Medyo, anak, yung dugo, naubos. Yan, pakilampaso lang dito sa baba. Marami ng dugo. Ayun. So, yun po, sana na marami kayong natutunan kay Sir James, At pinoint out niyo po uli doon yung tungkol doon sa calculation. So, before you set up and everything, maganda po na i-calculate muna natin, para magkaroon po tayo ng idea kung gaano ba kahaba. Of course, syempre yung proper planning nung ating setup, ito ba ay mobile or base radio. At tungkol dyan, meron po tayo ngayong to move on, meron po tayong syempre live na live. Sandali lang po, ayan po, live na live po. Ayan po si tawagin natin si si Papa Jack at si Mama Karen. Ayan, so hello. Mama Karen pa. Nag-e-echo yata tayo ng konti. Tayo ba 'yon? Hindi, okay lang. Ayan, Medyo nag-e-echo po ng konti eh. Kanino ba 'yon? Ayan. Anyway, yun. So, kamusta na po kayong dalawa? Papa Jack at saka Mama Karen.
Okay naman po, BB1. Dito lang naman po sa bahay.
Yun, nasa bahay lang pero...
Naghanda ako ng tissue kanina.
Yun nga,
Pero okay na.
Ayun, So, nasa loob lang ng bahay si Papa Jack pero kita mo naman yung best niya, Nag-best din ako. Talaga namang pero iba yung best mo Pang yan pang yun nga, pang matititindihan Kamusta na ba ang lagay ng panahon dyan sa station nyo, Sir Jack?
Dito po sa Mandaluyong, ang weather ay maaraw. Maaraw po ngayon dito.
Hindi pa ba kagabi po ba kamusta ang diyan, ang weather?
Kagabi parang umambon, pero mahina lang siya.
So wala pong masyadong fog.
Wala naman po, siguro smog kasi
yun nga.
Mausok po dito sa Manila.
Yun nga. pinalakpakan, ano, nagkamali ng boto. Ayun. So, yun po, no? Smug nga pala yung marami dyan, ano. Ayun. So, anyway, dako po tayo dun sa ating interview, no? Magandang hapon po muli sa inyo, Papa Jack and Mama Karen, ano? Si PPJ at saka si MMK. Yan po ang kanilang call sign, no? Ayan. So, tanungin ko lang po, bakit po kaya kayo nag-invest ng radio unit at saan po nyo ito gagamitin?
Nag-start po 'yan nung nagkaroon po kami ng volunteer work, no? Kaya nag-purchase kami ng radio units dahil dun sa volunteer work na 'yon. And actually sa relief 'yon at saka sa isang emergency response na volunteer work. Kasi sa mga ganitong klaseng operation, very essential ang radio communication. Kasi during these times, kailangan ng real-time communication. Dito nakadepende kung gaano kabilis o katagal dumating ang isang tulong. And in some cases pa nga, it can also mean life and death situation. And alam natin na ang cellphone signals at saka internet may delay or even fail during calamities like example, yung nakaraang mga typhoon. No? Kaya importante talaga to have radio units on hand to keep communication open.
Yun.
Tapos meron din kaming actual experience na talagang napakinabangan namin tong radyo. Recently lang po, siguro mga few weeks back, during a relief operation going to Marikina saka sa Rizal, magkaka-convoy kami mga kasama. Kaso dahil hindi familiar yung mga ibang kasama namin doon sa lugar, nakatulong talaga yung very real-time yung communication sa radyo para hindi kami maligaw sa mga pupuntahan namin.
Yun. So, balita ko nga na 2-0 nyo kaagad yung yung kainan. Tama ba? Ayan,
Kailan po ba yan?
Ha?
Yung
Yung pagkatapos ng operation nyo, nag 2-0 daw kayo kagad sa sa isang kainan at ni-radio nyo doon yun. Na-check nyo na kagad, meron pala.
Yes, mabilis po. Mabilis talaga. Lalo na sa mga taong gutom.
Ayun nga, oo nga. Yung communication ninyo, pagka pinipindot mo, naririnig mo yung kalam ng tiyan niya, Ayan. Ayan. So, yun po, no? So, thank you very much po dyan, And then, anong radio units po ang gamit nyo ngayon at kamusta naman po yung performance niyan?
Para po sa handheld, ito po yung unit namin, Cygnus na XTR10. So, meron po siyang 10 watts ng power, tapos waterproof din siya, dustproof, shockproof din. Na-test din namin ito na hanggang from Tagaytay to Angeles, malinaw naman yung reception.
Ba, malupit Tagaytay. Sige po, sorry.
Tapos sa vehicle naman namin, Motorola Radius GM300. So, malinaw po yan from Tagaytay hanggang sa Concepcion Tarlac, mga 185 kilometers distance.
Yun. So, talaga namang malupit pala rin yung Cygnus na yan, At ganun kalayo yung rarating niya. I think Mexico ba yung gas station doon? Tama ba?
Yes po. May Mexico.
Yun, oo, Doon tayo bumili ng Starbucks, ha? Yun, thank you sa Starbucks, ha? Yun. And then yung GM3. Oo nga, yung GM300. Oo nga, magkakatabi pala tayo. Magkaka-convoy tayo nun, syempre, with the radio, Ayun. Tapos, napansin ko yung mobile nyo, kakakabit lang yan, Pero hanggang Concepcion Tarlac yung inabot niya, Tama ba?
Yes po. Malinaw po yung reception. Malakas po yung malinaw po yung saga po doon sa Concepcion.
Oo, tama. Ang balita ko, yung operator natin, naririnig niya raw tayo Pero nung siya na yung nagtatransmit, hindi na natin siya marinig. So medyo mas matindi pala yung base unit ninyo kaysa dun sa operator. Ayan, kasi hindi niya na naririnig. Pero, hindi na natin siya naririnig, pero naririnig niya tayo. Ayan. Pero bagong kabit lang din kasi yung ating station na yun, ano? At ano ba yung Bravo base ba yun o Tango base?
Tango Base.
Tango base, ayan. Oo. So nakita natin doon, ano, talagang ganun siya kalayo. And then, paano po natulungan ng radio na yan, yung inyong mga assignment? Alam ko may binanggit kayo kanina, pero pwede po ba kung mas dagdagan nyo pa ng konti?
Yung unang nagamit namin itong radio sa relief operation dito sa May Marikina tsaka sa Rizal. So nakatulong po itong itong radio units natin para ma-coordinate ng maayos yung ating direction at saka yung pagdating ng ating mga relief goods doon sa Marikina at saka Rizal.
Yun, ano? Tapos, nung one time, I think, nag-testing tayo, bakit kayo ng Tagaytay, ano? Nasa silang ako, na-pick up ko kayo, nasa South Super Highway ba kayo o nasa ilalim ng Skyway?
Saan part ba yun?
Parang na tayo nun. Lumabas na kami ng, SLEX. Going to, Amadeo.
Amadeo, yeah.
Sa may silang area.
Oh. Sa may
Bigla
silang
namin
malapit na.
narinig yung golden voice mo, BB1 eh.
Yeah, no? The golden boys with a golden sound. Yun nga, nagte-testing kasi tayo nun, ano? So yun din yung ilalabas natin later on. Interviewin natin si Sir EMQ tungkol dyan, ano? May mga project kasi siya na talaga namang napaka-essential during ng disaster. At alam naman natin na lahat tayo ay involved dyan, ano? Kaya nga nandito tayo sa Try to Contact para tulungan ang Tri-Nation na mag-invest din po kayo ng radio para makatulong po during ng disaster, ano? Ayan. So, meron po ba po yung gustong pasalamatan o batiin po, Papa Jack, Mama Karen?
Sana pagkatapos nito, meron tayong libreng radyo sa Cygnus.
Ayun.
Shout out din sa Rescue 8. Baka merong mag-provide naman ng mga best.
Ayun, mahirap naman yung masyado lang naman ganito lang, masyadong plain eh. Gusto ko yung may Star of Life. Alam mo yon, di ba? Ayan, so maraming salamat po sa, ano pangalan ng brand? Cygnus at saka?
Rescue 8 po.
Rescue 8, ayan. So sa mga taga-Rescue 8, hinihintay po namin ang inyong mga donation, ayan. Ayan. Pero ano po, pwede nyo po kaming kontakin at pwede po nating pag-usapan tungkol sa mga bagay na yan, ano. Pero for the meantime, yun po, maraming salamat po, Mama Karen, Papa Jack. Meron po kayong gustong batiin, pasalamatan o ano pa man?
Maraming salamat po for having us here. Na-surprise po kami. At maraming salamat din sa Tri-PH. At saka gusto naming batiin yung mga Amadeo girls. 13
Yun.
na daw po sila ngayon 13 na.
Yun nga, yung pang 13 alam ko, 4-legged na eh. Ayun,
Tama.
Papa Jack, may gusto ka bang batiin, pasalamatan?
Ayan, salamat din kila Alpha Lima, yung mga
Yun.
nag-install ng base radio namin.
EMQ.
Saka sila EMQ,
Golf
sila
Charlie.
Golf Charlie,
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo. Yan, sila yung mga expert dito sa radyo.
Yun nga, yun. So, maraming salamat po sa inyong dalawa sa paunlak po ng Try to Contact na ma-interview kayo. At it's an honor and privilege po na nandito po ulit kayo, Papa Jack and Mama Karen. And again, thank you very much po sa inyo.
Thank you po, our privilege po.
Salamat po.
Yun. Okay, so ayan po, si Papa Jack at si Mama Karen. Kita nyo naman yung kanilang Cygnus radio, portable at saka yung kanilang base. Ayan. Magkakasama po kasi kami noong isang araw at nagkaroon po kami ng konting testing. At doon nila na-appreciate talaga yung napakaganda ng talagang, kaya po sila nag-invest. Hindi sila basta-basta bumibili. Kaya po ang tawag namin yung investment po. Kasi talagang life-saving po ang pagkakaroon ng radio, lalo na po dito sa Pilipinas. Alam naman natin na madalas po tayong binabagyo ng mga disaster. Ayan. So again, Papa Jack and Mama Karen, PPJ and MK, thank you so much po for mapaunlakan nyo po kami dito sa ating Try to Contact. So yun, babatayin lang po natin yung ating mga masugid na manonood, Ayan po, nandyan po si Ma'am Rowena Canta. Ayan, ang sabi niya ay, "Good morning po sa mga ka-try. Regards to my future daughter-in-law, Janine Nicolas." Uy, mukhang makakahigop na naman tayo ng mainit na sabaw nito, ano? Ayan, nandyan din po yung, eto, bakit ganun? Dot lang, ano? Ayan, nagpapapayat po kasi siya, no? Si Kapatang Elena, kaya dot lang yung nakalagay sa kanya, oh. Kulang eh, ano? And then, nandyan din po si Ma'am Janine Nicolas. Uy, parang ito yung future daughter-in-law. Sabi niya, "Rowena Canta, thank you tita. Take care always. See you soon po." Yon, tumitita na si Janine. Ano? Ayan, so Tita Rowena, huwag niyo po kaming kakalimutan sa try to contact, ha? And then, syempre, nandyan po yung ating malupet na in-house technician, si Sir Randy De La Cruz. Uy, galing sir, the best talaga ang radio. Try to contact BB1. Of course, alam mo naman Sir Randy, it is the best. Ayan. And then, syempre, hindi pa huhuli eh. Yung kung may BB1, mayroong BB10. Ayan, si BB10 Banji. Ayan, may heart shape. Naku, delikado na naman ako nito mamaya. Okay, so heart din sa'yo, mami ko. Ayan, thank you so much for watching. Ayan, so kayo po mga ka-try, pwede lang po kayong mag-comment down below. Diyan po sa ating comment section. Kung may mga tanong po kayo, i-post nyo lang po, ano? Ayan, tungkol po dun sa ating radio station. Ayan, so dyan na naman po nagtatapos yung ating try to contact. At nakakatawa naman po at nandyan po kayo parati sa aming tabi, sa harap, sa likod, sa taas, sa baba, upang manood nitong try to contact, ano. Ayan, kaya maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. At shoutout po muli sa Cygnus. Ayun, may pahabol pa. Shoutout sa Cygnus Philippines and Rescue 8 Trading Philippines Incorporated. Ayan, so gusto po sana naming abutin ng Cygnus Philippines, no? Para matest po natin yung kanilang mga radio. At ganoon po yung Rescue 8 Trading Philippines. Pwede naman tayong maging model niyan, oh. Ayan, no? Kita nyo naman yung mga angulo na yan, no? Oh, ayan, no? Ayan. So hindi naman po kami maselan, ano? Kaya yon. Thank you po Papa Jack, ano? I-send mo lang yung message na to sa kanila at alam kong makakarating ito sa kanila. Ayan. So pasalamatan lang po muli natin yung ating mga advocacy partner. Ayan. So kinuha ko po yung video ni Sir, no, sa kabila. Ito po yung ating mga advocacy partner. Ayan. So nandyan po ang ating mga platinum partners, ang RJ Brom Consulting, Consulting Services. Ganun din po ang Route Consulting. We support to keep you going. Ang Tagaytay Guide, ang ATI Calabarzon, ang JRM Consulting, ang Has Homeschool as a Service. Ganun din po yung ating mga gold partners. Nandyan po ang The Happy Giving Trading Company. Ayan. Kay Ma'am Annalyn Fritz, thank you so much po for your wonderful giving us yung iyong support, ano. Ganun din po si Sir Bernard Supetran, Media and Promotion Consultant. Nandyan po yung paborito kong Bon Happy Tea, ang tsaa ng bayan. And then po din si Pao de Oro, ang siopaw ng bayan. Ganun din po ang Life Extension Philippines, the science of a healthier life. Stay healthy and live better. Ayan, yung vitamin D3 po nila ay talaga namang napakaganda sa katawan. Ganoon din po yung LMP Auto Care. Nandiyan din po yung SafeTech.ph. Your safety is our priority. At yung masarap na Purple Whisk. Ayan. At syempre, nandyan po si Sir Randy, yung kanyang RDY Marine Electronics. At syempre, hindi pa huli ang paborito kong business, ang La Joba Funeral Homes. We honor the lives of the ones you love. Ayan, so maraming salamat po muli sa inyong lahat, Tri Nation, sa bumubuo po ng Tri PH Media. Maraming salamat po sa inyo muli lahat. Ganoon din po naman sa Try to Contact, ang ating mga support team. Thank you very much po sa inyo. Ganoon din po naman yung aking butihing may bahay, si BB1. Thank you so much. Si BB10. Si BB10 pala, oh. At ganoon din naman si Kapatang Elena sa ating mga pag-ayos po dito. Thank you so much. Ganoon din po naman, batiin din natin yung ating mga mother si Mother Dear, nandyan po sa Nueva Ecija. Hello po, yung aking mga kapatid dyan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Ganun din po yung pinuntahan po namin kahapon. Pasensya na po kayo, medyo nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. Oo nga, basta, nung masarap na pagkain na kinain namin kahapon dyan sa Angeles. Ayan. Maraming salamat po. Ganun din po naman sa Bosch Philippines. Ayan. Hello po sa mga taga Bosch Philippines, lalo na po kay Sir Jem. Ayan, nandiyan din po si Sir Golden Maranan. Hello po sa inyong lahat. At yung mga beautiful ladies, sina Ma'am Luisa Faner at si Ma'am M. Elbiso. At syempre, nandiyan din yung mga gwapong lalaki dyan sa Cabuanet. Nandiyan si Sunny, si June, si Chisel, si Ronel, si Tukayong Joey, si Doc B, si Jojo D, si Boss Tolit, si Brother John, si Wilfred, si Jonathan, si Ding, si Jay, si David, at si Miguel. At yung iba pa pong bumubo ng Cabuanet. And then yung sa mga taga-Pinoy Karpintero, mabuhay po kayong lahat. Ayan po. So yan na naman po ang try to contact. I hope na marami po tayong natutunan ngayon. Comment lang din po kayo ngayon ulit. Yan dyan. And then, ito na naman po nagtatapos. Siyempre, nandito na naman yung malaki nating radyo. So ito po ang inyong likod, si BB1. At nagsasabing, teka lang, relax lang. Over and out.
Break, any station come in.
Yung breaker po, go ahead. 11 call sign, sir.
Thank you, sir. This is 4H1 EMQ po. This is EMQ from Amadeo Station, over.
Roger that. Acknowledge. This is Alpha Lima, Cavite Station on the mobile.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can you give me update lang sa location mo, weather, and working condition mo?
Roger that. Acknowledge. So now, ako po ay on mobile, stationary mobile here in Cavite City Public Market. And then, sa ngayon, sobrang init po ng ating weather condition ngayon dito. Napakataas ng humidity level. And working condition ko po is Motorola GM300 with power output of 45 watts. And then, super gainer antenna, over.